Yo, what's up guys? This is Fresh here with a quick tutorial going over the new um, prefill method that we've implemented onto the .chrome extension. And so this is not guaranteed to necessarily work tomorrow, but um, I think it's the most likely out of all of our methods currently um, to work on drop time. And so the way this works really quick is you first want to add an item to cart, and the idea is to get to the checkout page with any item in cart. You just want to get to the checkout page. Once you get to the checkout page, you're going to pre-fill, you're going to fill in all your info completely manually. You don't want to use any autofill, Chrome autofill filler at all. And what this will do is you seem very, very human on Supreme's checkout page. And so Supreme's anti-bot detection software is primarily run on the checkout page. And running autofill and other things like that, or like typing too quickly, not typing enough, um, sets off a number of flags that Supreme uses to determine whether or not they should let you through or not, whether you're a bot or not. And so what this method does is you basically make yourself extremely human, but you don't have to do it on drop. You could do it before drop. And um, after pre-filling your info, um, when you run the bot, it'll add the item you want to cart in the background, and then you could check out on that checkout page that you're already at, and those cookies and the manual typing that you've done previously will all be valid, and will send through to Supreme, and they'll hopefully see you as a manual user. And so even though you're pre-filling this information before the drop, from what we can tell, as long as you pre-fill the information not too long before the drop, like your cookies don't expire, which within 2 minutes it should not, they don't seem to really care when the checkout page or like when you've done the motions. It's just like whether you've done them or not. And so let's just get into it really quick. So first thing we want to do is click turn bot off, and also make sure your bot is completely up to date. You want to go over really quick how to update it. It's on 4.2.2 right now, but if it's not, click update. And mine is already updated, but if it's not, it will say like updating. If your bot is not updating, make sure you're like logged into the correct Chrome profile, and you're able to access the Chrome extension link. If you can't access the link, then something in your setup is wrong. And so yeah, so first thing we want to do is turn bot off. We don't want it to get in the way when we add items to cart and such. So I already have an item in cart. I'll just go through as if I don't. I think I have these socks. See, I already have these socks. Let me just add it again. Then hit checkout now. And so when I enter this checkout page, nothing should fill out. If something fills out, go back to here, click turn bot off, and then refresh the page. One other thing is sometimes the Supreme anti-bot detection software doesn't seem to be loaded. You do not want that to be the case. You want this file to be loaded. It's called cookie.min blah 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 some hash. For some reason, when I'm loading the checkout page, sometimes I notice that it's not loaded. If it's not loaded, then you won't be able to generate the proper cookies, etc., that you need to check out with. So maybe just as a quick check beforehand, go to right click, inspect, go to sources, and then just make sure that it's here. It's under assets, Supreme New York, assets, and then Pokemon. So let me close this. And so once we're here, we just want to start filling in random data. Imagine that this is like 2 minutes before drop. So like that. XXX Street. I don't know. Apartment 5. I'm gonna type in this first. Wonderland 1111. Notice that the form is actually a little bit different. Even though we haven't hit submit yet, it's already like telling me to correct things. This is new. They've changed it recently, but don't worry too much about it. So let's just put this. Okay, see, I filled it out now. Now um, we're gonna add the item that we want to cart. And so here we're actually gonna go over really quick a new product index mode that we've added, or like item index mode. So on drop, Supreme might change the keywords of items, and so we might not be able to pick them up very easily. And so what you want to do is we've already added color indexing, and so I want to get like, let's open this back up again. This is going to be a kind of long video maybe. Um, Say we want to add this white t-shirt to cart. We already have this socks in cart, these socks. And so this item is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th item, 6th indexed item. And so we're just going to put a 6 in here. And we want the, let's go for the black one. So we're going to put the uh, second index item, which is index 1. Remember that indexes start at 0. And so we're going for the 6th index item for the first index color. Let's go size medium in categories accessories. Let's add this to cart. Everything else shouldn't really matter. Disable humanize if you have it. These don't really matter for prefill. And so yeah, now you're on the checkout page. It's nearing drop time. You want to click this button maybe a few seconds before drop, like the normal 5 seconds, 10 seconds beforehand. And once you do this, let's also open up our cart really quick. So we have the white socks in cart, right? And so when we're on this page, we've pre-filled in everything manually, so we look really human. Click Start Bot, and it says added item to cart. And so it's going to be adding the item on your main item UI screen. So this is where you set up the item. And so notice that we had the socks here. This is just for viewing purposes. You don't have to check the cart if you don't want to. Now it's the black t-shirt. And so on drop time, once that little like, let's just do it again. It says item added to cart. You just hit process payment immediately, and or wait a few seconds. I don't know. And that should work. And yeah, supposedly this has worked the past few drops. Obviously, there's a lot of luck involved as well. You know, shit happens, and like, you know, something might be flagged for one reason or the other. It doesn't seem very stable or very consistent. But hopefully, you know, while you're manualing on your phone or something, you could just have this pre-filled, start this a few seconds before drop, and then when you're on your phone manually, maybe this says like your desktop method of copying, you could just quickly hit OK and then hit process payment, and hopefully that shouldn't be too much effort. And so yeah, we'll push out more updates if we see them. We'll also be testing desktop and a lot of other things. But yeah, thanks.